Oh no! Who saw that coming?
All right, you guys, it's 10 p.m. It's Sunday. Where would you rather be than with my group of trained killers and I speaking about the game of pool? Everybody, welcome. Man, how you guys doing? It's been a busy week for me. How about you guys, man? Been a all right week for you guys?
Yeah, been a decently busy week. Just relaxing Sunday after putting in too much stuff yesterday.
Yeah, there you go. I would start off. I want to man. Me and my dad ultra into cars. It was a new car week for us. We had a day where we both got new cars in the same day. So I want to give a shout out to everybody at Lehigh and Ford for helping out me and my dad achieve our addiction yet again of new cars. My dad, he works for a school district. He's a school bus driver. And I worked there too briefly when we moved here to Pennsylvania. Man, just what a group there. Man, I'll start off by saying there's some great people there. Made some good friends. There's some great people there. But there's people there that the level of fucking cattiness is insane.
Yeah.
My dad pulls in with a new vehicle and everybody's like, oh, you got another one? Another one? And my dad's like the last nice guy on the planet. He's so like unevolved to like all the shit out there. He's just a good, wholesome, like Ned Flanders type guy. But he just gets attacked for having a new car. People are like, oh, another one? He's like, what are you doing for me? He goes, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. My wife's gone. What the fuck? It's my money. So when you guys pay my nut. And it's the same for me. If I, want to put a picture of my car on social media or do a video about it or just buying a car, it's a fucking joyous occasion. I minus the experience with dealing with dealers and brokers and finance guys, it's the second largest purchase you'll ever make in life. And it's a good time, like especially if it's something you really want. And people attack you like, oh. Yeah, that's it. People attack you, and it's like none of their fucking business. Like, shut the fuck up.
As a tourism student, I got some of my graduating hours from doing registration at car shows. Wow. Yeah, they're like, make sure you check the registration or the certification on that one, just to make sure. He's that kind of guy. I'm just like, it's his money. Yeah. Why are you judging him how he spends his money? It's not your money, it's his money.
Yeah, people, that's why social media is so huge, because everybody likes to point the finger from afar and look from afar. And it's fun, but after a while it's like, man, dude, it fucking break. We got Greg's in the chat. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on, broski?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right. So car stuff aside, I wanted to start off. We're a small show. We're not Molina Mike. We're not the gold standard of shows. We got a good, strong following developing. We're turning the corner on a lot of stuff. Good fans. People have a great response to the show. But the level of respect, look, I pride myself on giving respect to people. I feel like I've given you guys immense respect, and you're my inner circle. You're my Cue Tang family. When I approach sponsorship or guests for the show, I couldn't be any more respectful. And I'm not putting on the act. That's me. I like to be respectful about things. I was brought up the right way. I show respect, unless I'm disrespecting it, and then I can give it back like a pro. But the people I've approached recently for sponsorships and guests of the show, what fucking balls on some of these people. And look, I know everybody's got shit going on and all that, but to like ignore people and ghost them and you know, like they're fleas, it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. I'm opening up my house, my friends, my family to you guys to be a part of it. You know, whether we're not on the same par as Melina Mike or anybody else, you know, that's a major show. We still draw a hell of a lot of views. There's a hell of a lot of eyeballs that see this show. You know, Greg, Mom Spank, Hammer Cues, they see that. They're respectful. They want to be a part of what we do at all costs. But there's people out there that just like, fuck these guys. And they treat us like that. And it's such bullshit. But also the people that heap praise upon us, the people that want to be a part of us, you know, I got to say to those people, thank you. And thank you, Greg. You got that right, brother. This is a great show.
Yep.
And look, we've been together for 14 episodes now, and it's just going up from there. And I'm proud of that. But I'm just not going to take people's disrespect anymore, man. That's bullshit.
Yeah, whether we're small or big or large, doesn't matter. I mean, it's not hard to just be polite and respectful and respond to something, you know, like, hey, you get a message, you can respond to it, especially if you responded to other stuff in the past. Like, it's not hard to do.
See, everybody's got their phone up their ass. The I didn't see it excuse, it's just bullshit, man. You know, you've seen it. Everybody's got a notification and oh, my phone's in my butt cheeks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just, I hope it doesn't degrade the show in the long run, but I'm just not going to take people's disrespect anymore. I'm going to start, if you're disrespectful to this show, I'm going to start calling you out like a Google review. This is the Rob Gangster of Pool Google review. If you're shitty, 0 stars, and people are going to know about it. So we're going to turn the respect game back around for the little guy.
And that's kind of a big issue with the pool community as a whole. And it goes back and forth with the poker community as well, with people that are that way, because everyone is too afraid to bust it out publicly that these people are scum or disrespectful or they don't pay their debts or whatever it be, or they're just, you know, not morally sound, whatever it is. They're just afraid of calling them out because it's a small community and they don't want the flack coming back on them. And until people start calling them out, which the only person that I know that does this is Dunn, but
yeah, of course.
Right. But outside of that, everyone in the pool was too afraid to even make an inkling of noise of this person's a piece of shit. Like, that's not okay. That's not how you make things better.
Yeah, I know everybody has different interactions and reactions with everybody, but it's like fucking rude, man. Just yes or no, or no thank you, not the right fit at this time. You know, I'll take all of those.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Hey, well,
anyway, let's
in 6 months and let's reapproach things. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you to those who do join us and appreciate us and respect us on the regular. That is not unnoticed. All you guys that are in the chat weekly and interact with us weekly and do business with us and want to be a part of what we do. So thank you to those people. Let me clear my ranting palate there. We had a little pool this week. You know, we had a bronze event on WNT standards. But I think the big story of the weekend and something just people out of the woodwork who normally don't post on social media. Everybody's got a picture with Savannah. Everybody's posting about Savannah. It is Savannah mania right now. We're talking about, you know, the youngster Savannah Easton. shout out to her father, who I hear is a fan of the show, who totally shocked, but thank you. So yeah, so automatically we have to pull for Savannah by default.
100%.
Not like it's hard to do, but yeah, it's very easy to do, and like everybody's just been posting pictures with her, and everybody's so happy for her. It's yeah, like Greg's runner up on the U.S. Open, man. And that's a big stage.
Amazing.
Like everybody was there. Anytime you
Yeah.
have an event with Kelly Fisher and Christina Tkach and these names,
Kia
Rubel
and
and yeah,
Jasmine and Wei and just everybody.
and she was playing out of her mind, and she finished runner up to Rita, which gold standard pool player.
Yeah.
You know, that's no slouch. You know, her it's just that youth and the stamina just ran out. It's a long day of pool that they're playing today, boy.
Well, and especially coming through the loser side. I mean, it makes it it's even harder to come through the loser side.
Well, not only that, she's been going hard since the end of February. She did Vegas and then a couple of small ones, and then she did St. Louis, and now she's here. So that's back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Athletes usually her age usually get a break. I'm not saying that she should get a break or needs a break, but I'm just saying she's a top tier athlete. And yes, she is an athlete if she's capable of doing that. That's not an easy task to do. And still, I'm pretty sure she's like homeschooled. And I don't see her being one of those people that falls behind in school. So what she's doing and making it to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and even the finals at that age, playing against those players, it's not easy. Not easy at all. She's breaking ceilings right now.
Diana's got a fan. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. She had a post, I don't know, a couple days ago. It said like day 20 of 24 or something like that. And as somebody who I started working young, you know, my family's very work oriented and Italian, and you started to work very young. And you see people with childhood and playing little league and shit like that. You're like, man, you get jealous of it. And I see her so young and doing so many things. I start to like, man, is this right for her? You know, but obviously, if the parents had seen an inkling that she wasn't into it or she's fading out, I think they'd pull her. She just seems like one of those kids that young adults who is just so motivated and such a go-getter and such pushing forward for greatness. You know, she's not just playing pool in her free time. I've seen her play hockey. She's playing guitar. You know, she's playing. I'm a guitar player. Just that's enough to make you want to pull your hair out, let alone be a top speed pool player. So Greg's a fucking pisser, man.
What's going on, Greg? Everything's good, my man. Yeah, well, and when people ask what's wrong with American pool and how do we fix American pool, here's the answer: we don't have people like Savannah.
Yeah,
and it's not Barbox, it's not Fargo, it's people that are psychotic enough to put in the time and work effort to be an elite pool player, and you pretty much have to be a psychotic person to do it.
Yeah,
because
this is not the game where you can just put in 2-3 hours a week and call it.
No. It's not. It's ridiculous. It's insane. You have to it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
It is definitely a full-time job. She probably spends more hours playing a week than we actually do at our full-time jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's how do you, I don't know, maybe she values, you know, this more than wanting to be a kid, or maybe she's just very good at working that in also. But it's refreshing to see that in a world of people that go, meh,
yeah,
for her to want to, you know, shoot for the stars and everything in between. That's outstanding. And it's look, her finishes right now, you know, she's got a third at the ICB Olhausen and a fifth, and now we're runner up, and there's only a matter of time when you're knocking on the door in the WPBA before you put one down.
Mm-hmm.
And man, if she's getting this type of fare for a runner up, man, the pillars are going to come crumbling down when she wins. and that's going to be fun to see. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And not
It's
to
gonna be
mention, like,
fantastic.
she scotched doubles with Shane Van Bonen. Like,
Yeah.
and he picked her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she won that thing with Sky. I want to say maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's learning from those guys and just watching what they do and what their thought process is so valuable.
Yeah. Sponge it up.
Yeah. Because if your fundamentals and techniques are all down perfect, you just have to pick up all the knowledge you can, and there's no better players to pick it up from.
She lost early to Britt Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
And Britt Bryant in the WPBA, I would say she's a gold standard. She's a top fiver. But the second time around when she played Britt Bryant, man, she took it to her. And she was playing safeties on Britt Bryant. And it wasn't just like playing safeties. Like everybody can, put a ball and have it covered up. She was playing safeties with windows to where Britt Bryant, you're going to hit it here. The only way you're touching this ball, you're going to touch it here. And that's going to leave me an easy cleanup. And it's like she's playing like a 50-year-old journeyman pool player. She's got that mentality. It blows my mind. It really blows my mind. Yeah, but anyway, let's. I got the little running order here for the.
What I love about the female pool player industry right now is even though they play like that against each other on the table, as soon as they come off the table, there's support everywhere.
Friends, yeah.
Everywhere.
They all watch each other. They're all happy for each other. It's definitely a sorority atmosphere.
Well, and they understand the only way they're going to grow the game and put more money back into their own pockets is to support each other and really expand the game. And you can't expand. It's where the WPBA had issues in the past, was with cattiness and backstabbing and just a whole bunch of nonsense. And they know going forward they can't do that or it will fall apart again.
We had a girl, I won't call her out and name her names, but she used to chat with us on the old show, and she used to be in the league with them, and she was a squeaky wheel, and she got the grease. They don't want that shit there. They want this to be a harmonious environment. Mm-hmm. They're not all killers, believe that, but they all feel equal amongst each other. They all support their sponsors and they sell their swag, and they do something, that I don't really see anybody else doing. They combine their autographs and
mm-hmm.
Whatever they give away, whatever they sell and all that. It's definitely a different format and a different program, but they got the right idea. They're together. They're not signing a letter and hoping that they all follow it. Don't play this, don't play that. They're not pulling that bullshit. They know what their future is going forward. But $17,000 for the winner. That's look, it's not mind blowing. That's WNT bronze event money. But for these girls, that's great. That's a good chunk of change they won.
And it's a 64 player field. It's not like it was 128 players and you're getting that.
So obviously Rita's your winner. Savannah's a runner up. Sylvania Lou third. Wei fourth. Britt Bryant fifth. Bean Hung solid finish sixth. Kelly Fisher eighth place. And here's the one I want to talk about briefly. Christina Tkach ninth place. And I'll throw this out to you guys, and I'll throw this out to you guys in the chat also. Since the Fader breakup, is she off, or is it just me? It seems like she had the best practice partner in the world, and now and she was training upward, and now it's just like it seems to be tailing off.
I don't want to say she's off. Pool players are swingy by definition of being hot and cold, so it could just be a little bit of a cold snap running through things. But it's something you'd want to keep an eye on and see how it progresses over the next 6 months and see where she is, around Thanksgiving or Halloween or something.
Well, when they were living together, she had a full-time table that they did videos on. We don't know where she is living now. She might not have a full-time table.
Yeah,
she had a practice partner that wants to be in this game at all times and practice at all times.
Yeah, and I think she's down mainly in the Miami area working out of classic billiards, which it seems like every professional player in the world is now working out of classic billiards. So good for them. Looks like a fun pool hall. Eventually I'll get down there and see it.
Speaking of better, really good on them for keeping that expedition match off the internet. Wow, I could not find that anywhere until he spilled it on a live. Yeah.
Christina 9th, Pia Filler 10th, Fefalova 11th. Jasmine Ocean, bit of a coming down from that high of winning at the PBS in St. Louis. She finished 14th. Rubelin 16th. Christina Zlateva 17th. These are all women that were in the semifinals, finals. A few weeks ago. At the back half now. Sophia Mast 18th. Going on down the list, Kennedy Mayman 19th. Let me see here. Emily Duddy 33rd. That seems to be like her average now. It's in 30s. And it's tough to see, man, because she was. There was a time her and Jen Breda were easily the face of women's pool.
Yeah, it goes back to you got to be on the practice table nonstop, and it's so hard to do if you have any kind of a life, and especially as you get older, you need to be on the practice table more, and it's even harder to do more.
Yeah, she needs to get together with maybe Chanel Lorraine and have like a race to 50 for a charity draw or something like that. Two women that got a lot of popularity still.
Yeah,
but maybe maybe not on the top
3
half of the
days,
finishes.
3 days races, three races to 15 over 3 days or something. That'd be good.
It'd be longer than Roots.
Actually, Brittany for that. Yeah, well, actually, I don't know. If I had to pick a Canadian, I'd probably pick Joanne Ashton for that. They know they're good at doing stuff like that. Joanne owns a pool hall in Calgary called what's it called again? Corner Pocket, I believe. Anyways, yeah, those two are friends. They would make the crowd happy with Emily, and that would be a good expedition match. North of the border versus south of the border.
That could be your opening match when you start your own pool production league. When you're on the road to take over Emily's job. All right, you guys. So congrats to Rita. Congrats to Savannah. That's I posted a little clip of her when she was playing Britt Bryant before, and easily the most views I ever got on a video I posted on Instagram, and it was only up for a few hours at that point. So the Savannah factor is real. Let me tell you. No matter what we post from here on out, I'm gonna tag Savannah.
Yeah.
On to the Beasley, which is WNT bronze event. It's still going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen an update from anybody. I was just trying to find one.
Yeah, this was hard to get anything to view.
Oh wait. Apparently Dominic Dunn just posted it's over. Jesus won. I don't know what the final line of it was, but
is that a qualifying event?
Yes. So that's a first and a second for Lucas in qualifying events this year. I'm not saying that locks him into a Mosconi spot, but he's got 2 feet down. I mean, he is, because that should have him at 25,000, give or take, 22,000, 26, somewhere like that.
He was locked into a Mosconi spot the second in the press conference when SBB was like, I wanted Lucas on the team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Speaking of that, I saw that in the top 10, we have a Canadian in the earnings. Yeah. John Morris in the 10th spot for the top earnings.
We have a North American up there. What was the total on this one, Jeff?
I couldn't find it anywhere. I have no idea what the total on this thing is.
The only thing I'm seeing is 12.5 added.
Yeah. Oh, 20. Oh, yeah, 12.5 on the 9 ball. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I imagine it pays 15 to 17 for first and probably 8 to 10 for second.
They had a couple events, though. They had a one pocket event, which Roberto Gomez won, and Billy Thorpe finished second.
Yep.
But this one, the Beasley, obviously, we just heard that LFV won and Atencio second.
Jesus won. LFV.
Oh, Jesus won.
Jesus
LFV
won.
finished second.
Yeah.
So that's 2 wins for him in this calendar, huh?
For Jesus?
For Jesus?
It might be.
Is it, have we heard? Is he?
He's still playing under his old country flag.
So he's not American yet.
He's not American yet.
Oh, we get the biggest pipeline coming in for pool players. Nobody wants to be a homegrown player, but we got him floating in. All right, so Jesus first, LFE second. I see Hennessy up there.
Yeah, Hennessy's up there. Hennessy up there with the third.
One thing I took away from this that obviously you couldn't really see a lot of it, but just paying attention to it on Digital Pool. One thing I was excited to see was Max in the knockouts. Max, I think they had him finish. What did they have him listed as? In the 9s. I guess you can say 15th, but they have him ranked as 9th.
Yeah, 9 through 12th or 9 through whatever it is.
Yeah. Max playing a lot of pool down there in Florida. He's knocking out the fish, knocking out the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have, let me see up here. We got Arsini finishing, I guess you can say 5th.
He's the only one I could find that was live streaming from Beasley's.
Yeah, but it was his channel.
Yeah. It's so weird. WNT blacked out the pool. I mean, so it's on WNT TV everywhere across the world except for here in America. Because Pool Action TV has the pay-per-view of it.
Yeah.
Which no disrespect or hate on Pool Action TV. They got to do their thing. But Matchroom should have just bought it, paid them to be able to stream it as well on their own channel. I mean, that would have made the most sense.
I hate that we have to do a calculus problem to watch pool. Like there can't be just like a designated channel for. I've been watching this thing on bowling on HBO, and it's like they're having so much trouble and they're putting a face to it. It's like, man, I feel like
Matchroom owns the rights to their biggest event of the year, and they screwed it up.
Yeah.
The Weber Cup, which, listen, I'm not a pool fan, but I sat down to watch the Weber Cup every year because it was USA versus Europe, and I'm going to be in on this. But, we haven't had that in 4 years now, 5 years, something like that.
Man, there needs to be, look, I think people use YouTube pretty decent. There's a lot of pool at a lot of times, but a lot of it's just like, look, we're ultra pool nerds and we're just gonna watch that shit. But for the casual people out there that would want to turn in, it's like, how do they find it?
You don't. You're either a fan and watch it, or you're not a fan and you don't watch it. You're not just going to accidentally. It's going to be very hard for you to accidentally stumble across something and see it.
How do you bring in people that might be a fan or on the cusp of being a fan? If they got to do trigonometry to find it. I didn't know it was on poolaction.org / what the fuck? Make it easier. Maybe, I think it's cool that they have a channel on Amazon Prime, Billiard Network, but they have all types of weird shit on there. I can watch Italian Westerns on a channel if I want to, but that's not saying much for the game of pool. It's like they can't, WPA, if they're the governing body, like they can't come up with a remedy for this.
Well, here's the thing that some promoter needs to figure it out. They need to get with the sports book and get it on what's actual sports betting for every major event that there is.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, it's not that people are going to, oh, well, we need to get the gambling out of pool. No, you need sports books advertising this to get people to make bets on it. And if they make bets on it, they will watch the stuff.
Yeah.
I've got friends that will bet Lithuanian table tennis at 2 a.m. in the morning because they're bored, and they will flip on FanDuel TV and watch it. People do that, and it is a quick way to get viewership and eyes on the sport.
Get it in those apps. Get it in those.
Plus, you will pick up a sponsor. I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, we need one governing body. We can't have organizations going rogue because that's their remedy to gain viewership. You know, the second that Matchroom started changing the color of the cloth and changing putting the break box and stuff.
Listen, the changing the color cloth is one of the best things Matchroom's done. I think it might be the best thing Matchroom's done for pool. Gray cloth is so much easier. It's so much easier to watch on TV. It's so much easier for the eyes, in my opinion.
Not me, man. Tournament blue forever.
I don't mind playing on tournament blue. I do prefer to play on gray, but
yeah,
blue. It's either blue or gray, or the only two real colors that we should have. We can just get rid of green altogether, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think that the referees would probably have it easier if they knew, like, you know, if everything was just universal and down the line. It's you can do this in one league, but you can't do this in another.
Yeah, well, WPA's pretty much instituted all of Matchroom's rules for 9-ball across the board now, which does simplify things on big events.
Yeah, Greg said it never happened. Too many chefs in the kitchen. You got that right. Everybody's 15 vice presidents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, this wasn't this Beasley wasn't a star-studded event. You know, you had guys like Vitaly Petser was in there, didn't finish too great. Finished in 20. BJ Ussery, Eric Roberts, Georgie Georgiev. You know, it's not your Fillers, your Shaws, your Woodwards and Bonings weren't there. Nope. Francisco Bustamante showed up. He finished top 30. Tony Chohan was in the mix. Billy Thorpe was in the mix. He finished, you know, what do we got here? 45th, something like that.
Billy came in second in the one pocket and was done for the weekend.
Yeah. That's it. I see Raymond Linares in the cut. You know, good guy. I wish there was a way we can get him to more events. You know, that's where you guys come in by helping out those guys that are on the cusp, like Greg, like Raymond. You know, those guys need your help because obviously they can play, and if they're able to get to these events, they can start raising some eyebrows.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it in the world of pool to cover. Last thing I had for you guys was just a question that's been going around and going around. To me, it's kind of silly, you know, because it's over and done with. I'm talking about the 8-ball, that Yap shot, you know, to win the world championship in St. Louis. Some people are saying that he needs to apologize. Some people are saying he needs to speak up and explain it, while others are like, fuck it, it's over and done with, leave the guy alone. Do you guys think he needs to apologize or give any type of explanation for that 8-ball?
Not to the general public. No, definitely not to the general public. Nothing about it. Yeah. The ref didn't call it a foul. It was too close to call. You had to slow the thing down by a single frame per second to even have a chance to figure it out. And the reviews on it are still split. I mean, Dr. Dave says that he thinks it was a foul. Colin says he's got definite proof on a video that it was not a foul. So right. Who knows? If it's that close, the tie goes to the shooter. Give him the trophy. Let's move on. FSR was never coming back in that format anyway.
Yeah. It's like he had that little delay. Like he sunk the ball and he almost checked to the ref.
He said in an interview post game he forgot what they were racing to. He didn't know if he said he didn't know if he had just won the set or not, or if they were going to like another 2 or 3 games or something. He just said he completely forgot. I'm sure he was thinking, was it a foul? Did I win? What's going on? It just took him a second.
Yeah. I hate when there's something that mars these events, because that was such a great weekend, or great week, you should say. And it's always, instead of lauding the guy who won and like, man, this guy has just dominated pool over the past year and a half, and this is his first world championship after taking down so many events. Let's praise the guy for pulling off things that not a lot of people have done. But no, it's this 8-ball. This lives on. Was it a foul? Was it not a foul? This is like Waxgate last year. When was there turtle wax on the ball, and it just, this great event that should have been praised and cut up into a million clips. It's just marred and scarred. It's bullshit. This is what brings this game down. It's all the infighting, and it's all instead of praising one another, we're still trying to cut each other's heads off.
First of all, if FSR actually had any issue with that, we know him. We don't know him, but if FSR had any problem with that, he would have spoke up. There's no way he would have stayed silent if there was something wrong with that. If he thought he was going to, he would have said something. It's in his personality to say something. He wouldn't stay quiet on it.
He did. He made a post. He said he looked at it. He said he thought it was a foul, but it is what it is. It's over and done with. Move on.
Also, second of all, if you're at the top, which Yap is, you have to take the negative with the positive. It can't be all sunshine and rainbows to the top of Everest. You got to go through some clouds.
Yep. As the former Memphis mayor once so eloquently said, you just got to shake them haters off.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. There's, I don't know, man. It's. I open up the show, about people who have disrespect and who we are a week after a week or two after such a good event, and people don't let shit die, man. We got to stop the bullshit. We got to stop killing ourselves out there. I mean, something. Why can't we all just team up and be positive for each other? We'll cut each other's heads off on the table, and let that be that. There comes a point where you got to lift each other up with sponsors and growing the game and cutting out the bullshit, and there's no union. Like Jeff said, there's too many chefs in the kitchen. There comes a point where you guys gotta man, we gotta stop the nonsense. Talking about this shit 2 weeks after, it's just nonsense.
We should be talking about Shaw's kick into the side pocket, but no, we all forgot about that. But
what a ridiculous shot!
Marguerite did try and replicate that shot, which was great. It took her a few times, but she did it.
Yeah, that was cool. That's such a good. I could see that going on. People try to do that Efren Reyes Z shot still, and that one shot, one kill, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that's you're right, Diana. That's something we should still be talking about, instead of should he have apologized? Fuck no, he shouldn't have apologized. He should have jumped on the table, grabbed the microphone like Dice Clay, and been like, "Fuck y'all, my championship."
Good old Andrew Dice Clay.
That's what I got, you guys. Not much going on. We still had some good events. Still some positivity to take away from this, especially with all the Savannah stuff. And if there's one bright shining light for U.S. pool, it's her. It's maybe we're not getting Mosconi Cup teammates lining up by the dozens, but man, it's U.S. women's pool is shaping up to look good in the future. With Savannah and Sophia and Kennedy Mayman and You know, I think there's a lot of names we could spit out. And in that aspect, you know, some of the men juniors that are coming up that we've seen, like Nico Konkel and Hayden Ernst. You know,
Hayden's gonna be an absolute killer.
Yeah, it's almost cyclical in a way, you know, just like the Mosconi Cup. You know how we may have lost a shitload in a row, but we also won a bunch in a row too. And
it goes back and forth. They almost killed the thing originally because we beat them so bad so much. Like it's gonna happen, and we'll be back. And it could be this year we're back. Who knows?
I just hope that the event isn't tainted with all the changes trying to be made to it and all that.
I don't think it'll. I don't, because here's the thing. I don't think Torson's going to make the team, so I don't think it'll matter. So no one will really care about it. It'll be 5 U.S. players basically with Federer against the 5 Europeans, and unless Matchroom does something else weird between now and then, who knows? Because if you'll notice, they have
which is a strong possibility.
It's a very strong possibility, and that's what I'm leading into. Is because if you'll notice, they haven't updated any of the Mosconi Cup point rankings, nor the Reyes Cup point rankings. So I'm just curious if that's something they're intentionally not doing, if it's just being lazy and they want to wait until after the UK Open before they. It's one or the other. They're really going to change some stuff up on us. Or they're
the Emily Crown Jewel.
Yeah, or they're going to wait until after the UK Open when the first real major of the year gets handed out.
Yeah. That's
because the European Open was not the real major. That thing should have been listed as a bronze event.
On the bright side, though, it is an official show because we've lost Diana.
Yeah.
The show's in the books. Once a show that Canadian internet takes over. That's funny. Yeah, what is Greg saying? 5 U.S. players in Fader. Yep, that's how it goes. I am curious to see what they do as far as captains. I think it's probably going to be some safe shit. It's probably going to be Scott Frost and Carl Boys.
I hope it's Scott Frost and Dennis Hatch, and then Carl Boys, and then somebody else. I'd like to see Hatch involved with it, just because he's fun, and he's fun.
Yeah, she'll be back. She's frantically hitting the button. When she starts making these banger points, her internet goes out. At least we got the points coming back. It's famous. It's like Diana has left the building. We got to keep the show running until she gets back.
Yeah. So we've got what do we got? We got the Bob Stock Memorial next weekend up in Front Royal.
And that what's that? A Mark King tribute tournament or something?
That one, is that next weekend as well? Are they running them overlapping each other? They might be.
That's usually a pretty good event.
Yeah, I guess they are overlapping on that as this week as well. The 22nd to the 26th. Bob Stocks is the what date is that? It's the 24th to 26th, I think. So Bob Stocks, another bronze, I guess, WNT ranking event. So
yeah,
another chance for Lucas to finish solidifying his his Mosconi Cup third place bid, and Guy will get to pick one player.
Man, I see that shirt you got on there.
Yeah, little Red Door Den action. Diana just sent a message. She is Wi-Fi and laptop are dead.
Okay. At least we had her on here for her solid points.
Yep.
But yeah, let's we could take this home. Yeah.
Always good.
Red Door Den, boot camping.
Training somebody else to be a killer.
Greg, you seem like you had a lot of people in and out this past week, man. That's good to see. I'm glad. Glad you're staying busy, buddy. It's I guess we'll take this time to shout out our sponsors. Talking with Hammer Cues, the past few days, and this dude has got like a crazy confidence about him. I wouldn't even call it like just being cocky. It's like he talks about what he can do with these cues, and it's just like Tom Brady confidence, man. It makes me excited for what he's going to build me, but it also makes me excited for like what he's going to put out. Because I see these guys at the Super Billiards Expo, and they all got fucking bangers, just outstanding pieces of art, and they're spoken for. After 4 days, everything's spoken for.
Mhm.
You can't get enough of these usable pieces of art, and I just had like this, I don't know, epiphany when I was walking through there. I was like, man, next year we're going to be doing shows from here inside the Hammer Cue booth.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for him. I'm excited for what's coming. He said May 1st everything starts. So I'm excited about that. Just there's nothing up there now, you guys, but follow these pages. Keep them close, because once it starts coming through, it's going to blow your mind. Hammer Cues on Instagram, Hammer Custom Cues on Facebook. Yeah, Greg, it's so funny that both of our sponsors, both of our new family members are Oklahomans. So it's funny how things work out. So yeah, stay tuned for Hammer Cues. Going to be a lot of good stuff coming from him. And obviously, don't forget our buddy Greg here. Greg Hogue on Facebook, Red Door Den Training Center on Facebook and YouTube, Red Door Den Training on Instagram. Please get a hold of Greg if you want to take your game to the next level. This guy has a lot of people showing up to take lessons from him, man. It's not just like a one-off thing. This dude will help you win. No bullshit. He's an active pro. He was an invitee to the biggest championship of the year, possibly. So take that in consideration if you want to bring your game to the next level. Go talk to Greg about some lessons, about boot camp, and maybe you get some pizza from him, which I hear is the bomb. Uh-oh. Do we have a return? Do we have a return?
Maybe.
She's back, but there's no sound.
There is no sound. Oh, there it is.
There she is. There she.
Okay, there, it's working now.
Yeah,
it's working. You didn't miss much. All we did is the plugs. So you're here for the goodbyes. Yes, she's coming back, Greg.
My gamer brother must be streaming hard right now, so he probably doesn't want to share his bandwidth with me right now.
This guy, we're doing a live broadcast, man. Tell him to put down the Grand Theft Auto.
1998 again. Get off the phone. Get off the internet. We need the phone.
I can hear him typing. I can hear him typing, and there's a whole bathroom between this room and his room, so he's definitely gaming.
Well, we better end the show. This way he can get his Fortnite on. You guys check out our sponsors: Hammer Custom Cues, Red Door Den Training Center. Like I just mentioned, I am the Gangster of Pool. You can see me on YouTube. Hey, I want to thank you guys, man. There's been like a upswing of subscribers on YouTube, man. That's where I want this show to be first and foremost. I feel like that's obviously the future. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But Facebook is still, man, Facebook views have been killing it for us. So thank you guys just for watching the show, man. I don't give a shit if you watch it on YouTube or Facebook, or if you see clips on somebody else's fucking channel. Just watch the show. watch the show and give us a little respect. That's all we're asking for. But yeah, you can see this show on YouTube. You can see it on Facebook. Follow my friends here, Diana, Jeff. You know, we're in it to make this show good. I'm glad I have them. They're solid Cue Tang family members. I'm happy to have everybody associated with the show. So enough said. That concludes our time here. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Greg, thank you for being in the chat.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Everybody who chatted and made the show better and showed up to help us grow. Thank you. We will see you next time. Cue Tang out.